Good afternoon. It is July the 27th, 2017, and time to wrap up today. Take a look at tonight and tomorrow morning. We'll start with our customary disclaimer. Hypothetical simulated performance results have certain limitations, unlike an actual performance record. Simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. So here we have the E-mini. We started out this morning with our usual. We like the long side of the market. Not too interested in getting short, but that doesn't mean we can't take a short trade. And so the trade that's set up for us was failure to take out and hold 24.80. We had basically, this was our buy zone right here, and it did trigger a trade right there in that area. But we just basically moved sideways, and then 2 or 3 different articles have attributed the reason for the sell-off. The one probably has the most credibility is the JP Morgan quants said that the end may be getting near, and on an email that was sent around to their large institutional clients. So the market, we get our mom, and remember we talked about that the news was behind us. I thought that the break or the rally in the market would come from news out of the White House or Congress, getting something passed, getting something not passed, but it came from the JP Morgan quants, maybe, and it gave us 1, 2, 3 impulses down, and we've been sideways. And I guess on the last update we were looking for a close in the 24.65 area right here. Retest failures are the trades that pop up the most for us now in the E-mini, just kind of like trading a bond. So we're definitely going to have a new move out of the middle on the E-mini. It's going to favor a retest of support. We have an outside day right here, so that's trading range. So they'll be looking for overhead resistance. They'll sell overhead resistance, probably in London. Then if we can't break or take out today's lows, the market's got a chance to come back. Trump's biggest enemies are not the Democrats, believe it or not. It's John McCain's, Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski's, Lamar Alexander's, the rhinos that like it the way that it is, the Mitch McConnell's, Paul Ryan's. And death by 1,000 cuts is what they're inflicting upon Trump right now. So here's our move out of the middle in H period. Took the market down. 24.50 is an obvious number. It is within reach, and we'll see if we're going to close it today at 65. Tomorrow's news, GDP, they've raised it to plus 2.6. Atlanta Fed's got it at 2.8. Deflator at 1.2. That can't make the Fed very happy. Real consumer spending, 2.8%. I'd like to see that number come in higher. Employment cost index plus 0.6. Doesn't get a lot of play for traders. It does for economists. Consumer sentiment 93.1. And Baker Hughes rig count 1156. And 950. My guess is the numbers are probably going to stay about the same. Okay, they'll be focusing actually on GDP to see if it comes in higher than forecast or lower. And then consumer sentiment right there. Those will be the 2 numbers that they look at. First sell right now, the spell was from 69, so 69, 71, sell 1. 74, 76, sell 2. On the buy side, 59, 61, buy 1. And 55, 57, buy 2. If we get below, much below 60, we got a pretty good shot at getting stops below 50. Okay, looking at the note, Treasuries were weak today. They were pretty heavily sold. And that's interesting. We got an H and a G right there. So we have an inside day. It says trading range. And we see we have a pretty square distribution, a D leaning B. So we're not afraid to sell it. So 27s, 31s, sell 1. That's where we were this morning. Actually, we were at 31, so we're going to lower it about 4 ticks. 3 to 7, sell 2. On the buy side, 17 to 21. And 9 to 13 for buy 2. We're getting summer type trading here this week. I thought we'd have gotten it earlier in the summer, but we haven't. We've actually had a pretty good run this summer compared to how quiet it can get. And so a lot of times the markets just go dead. And there's not much you can do about it. D pattern, perhaps leaning P. Right here, resistance is at 20 to 24. Sell 27s, 31s. 3 to 7, sell 2. On the buy side, last rotate down was 16, so we'll make 8 to 12. Number 1, we'll pick up this area right here. Buy 1 to 5. And then 21 to 25 for buy 2. Gold got hit pretty good today. I was surprised as it was up as high as it was overnight. But we got a higher low and a higher high. It came back pretty nicely into the close. So I think they have to find out where resistance is before they get serious about selling it. Pretty square distribution inside the value area. Got a D shape, perhaps leaning a little bit P. So we'll sell 62, 64s, and then 68, 70. On the buy side, 55, 57, buy 1. 50, 52, buy 2. You know, looking back on this Obama healthcare, I think the only way we would have a chance of getting it back the way that it was is to make the members of Congress and our government. Nobody wants military healthcare, if you ever experienced it. Nobody wants the VA. They don't have those votes. But if you made the congressmen and the judiciary and the rest of them have to live and put up with Obamacare, that's the only chance that we have of getting that thing getting rid of that stuff, in my opinion. I think the fix is in, unfortunately. And because they don't have to, you know, 2 sets of rules, double standard, they don't have to put up with that. They get the gold-plated stuff, and it's indexed to inflation. It's good for life. Not their problem. Okay, higher low, higher high on F1. Find a place to buy crude. And we have ourselves a P. It's trying to trade higher. City has said $50 right up there is where it's headed. So We're in our sell zone. 49, 49 and a quarter, sell 1. 50 to 75, sell 2. On the buy side, 50 to 75, buy 1. 48 even, 48 and a quarter, buy 2. And the euro. The euro has been a mover. Big days. Lots of range. Higher low, higher high on F1. Find a place to buy it. I think we're going to probably see some pretty good selling up above here. And we'll make 20 to 30, sell 1. And 45, 55, sell 2. On the buy side, we had 75 to 85 as a buy 1 this morning. Actually, it was buy 2. So our number 2 level was hit. And then we'll make 50 to 60 buy 2. So that's it for this July the 27th, 2017. I'll see y'all bright and early in the morning.